Good morning, students. Hope you all are fit and fine, doing well, working hard, studying your online classes. Today I am going to take chapter number 2 of civics for class 8. Chapter number 2 is the Union Executive. The Union Executive is the branch of government which implements law made by the legislature. The Union Executive comprises of the President, the Vice President, the Prime Minister, and Council of Ministers, whereas the State Executive comprises of the Governor, the Chief Minister, and the Council of Ministers. Now, the President of India. The President is the head of the executive. He is also the head of the state, but he is the nominal head only in name. All the power are exercised by the Prime Minister in consultation with the Council of Ministers. So the President is a nominal head. He is only in name. He is the head, and the Prime Minister work on the advice of the President, but he had to work in consultations with the Council of Ministers. Now, who could be the President of India? First and foremost point for being the President of India, one must be citizen of India. He have completed the age of 35, have qualification necessary to be member of the Lok Sabha, must not hold any office or profit under the government of India. So, first and foremost, he has to be citizen of India, 35 years of age. He must be member of the Lok Sabha, and he must not hold any office or profit under any government. These are the qualifications needed to be the President of India. Now, how the President of India is elected? The President of India is indirectly elected. The elections which is held for the President of India is indirect, not direct, by an electoral college. The electoral college consists of the elected member of both houses of the parliament and the elected member of state legislative assembly. The elected member of the state legislative assembly of union territories of Delhi and Puducherry. These are the member who can elect the President of India. So his election is indirectly, not directly, like the Prime Minister of India. What is the term of office? Means how many years he can be the President of India. He can remain in the office for 5 years. The President elect for a period of 5 years, but he is eligible for re-elections. He can be re-elected for the next term also. Removal of the President. Now, the President also can be removed, and the process by which the President can be removed from the office is known as impeachment. And that can be done when the President can be removed from his office for the violation of the Constitution by the process of impeachment. The resolutions to be impeached may be removed in any of the House and has to be passed by 2/3 majority of the House. So the process of removal of the President is the process of impeachment, and that can be done by 2/3 majority of the House. Power of the President of India. The President of India has certain power, the executive power, the legislative power, the emergency power. And he is, as we know that he is the commander-in-chief, he is the head of the executive, but only in nominal head, he has certain power to exercise. First and foremost, the executive power. The President appoints the leader of the majority party as the Prime Minister and other ministers are appointed by him on the advice of the Prime Minister. The President, if election is held, general election is held after every 5 years, the majority party who wins can give the name of the candidate whom they want to be the Prime Minister of India to the President. The President elected the Prime Minister from the majority party, and he also elected the Council of Ministers on the advice of the Prime Minister. This is one of his most important functions. The Prime Minister appointed the Attorney General of India, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, member of Finance Commissions, the Union Public Service Commissions, the Elections Commissions, the Judge of the Supreme Court, the High Courts, the Governor of the State, ambassadors, and diplomatic representative. He can also remove them from the office. This is his second function as an executive. The administrations of the Union Territory is under the President. Second, his military power. He is the commander-in-chief of the three forces, the armed force, the air force, and the navy force. And he appoints the chief of these three wings of the armed force, the navy, and the air force. He can declare war and make peace treaties also. Legislative power. The President of India has the following legislative power. The President has the power to summon, prorogates both the House of the Parliament or to dissolve the Lok Sabha. He also has the power to dissolve the Lok Sabha. The President nominates 12 members to the Rajya Sabha from among people having special knowledge in the field of art, literature, science, and social service. He also nominates 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community to the Lok Sabha. After elections, the President addresses both the House of the Parliament assembled together for the first session. He can also call for a joint session of both the House. A bill can become a law after it receives the assent of the President. In case of money bill, he cannot withhold his assent. When a bill is passed by both the House of the Parliament, again with or without amendment, the President must give his assent. So if a bill is passed to the President and he sent it back, but next time if it is passed, he has to make some recommendations and he has to pass the bill. He has to give his consent to the bill. The President has the power to issue an ordinance, that is the executive order. When the Parliament is not in session, he may also withdraw the ordinance at any time he likes. So when the Parliament is not in session, the President can pass an ordinance and this ordinance can be removed when the Parliaments come in session. Financial power. Money bill can be introduced in the Parliament only by the recommendations of the President. The President can authorize withdrawal of money in advance from the contingency fund of India to meet unforeseen expenditures. The President appoints finance commissions after every 5 years to make recommendations on financial matter. His judicial power. The President has the power to grant pardons, reduce the punishment that a person received. He can even change a death sentence and grant pardon to the person sentenced by the court. The President is not answerable to any court of law for the exercise of his power and duty of his office. So if a person having imprisonment and he given applications to the President can also reduce the punishment of the person to a certain extent, and sometimes he doesn't do that one also. Diplomatic powers. The President represents the country at international forums or conference. The President appoints Indian representative abroad and receive ambassadors of other country also. All international treaties and agreements are conducted in the name of the President. These are his diplomatic powers.